Cornell Note taking, helping you as a reader and a writer and just as a student in general. Why should we use it? Well, it's one system with multiple subjects. In other words, you can use the notes for science, for maths, for English, for listening to someone, for watching a video. It has many aspects that you can take notes, and you know how your thoughts are arranged and how to organise them all the time. It helps you in arranging your thoughts because you can take notes the way you want to take notes in one section and then organise them in a proper system. It's easy to find important information, build vocabulary, and of course involves critical thinking as you summarise and try to find the key points of your information. And it's something you can carry on with out of school into the real world situation when you're working or when you're taking information from other sources or just studying any aspect of learning, from YouTube videos to your reading. It was developed by Walter Pork. Pork was a Cornell University professor, and he was really concerned about his classes and the way the students weren't retaining information or failing at tests and not able to take study notes for later use. So he developed this method, which has been successful since the 1950s. Here's an example of a note-taking. You can see the different areas where we have the headings over here and just the course name and information. You have your topics where you write down important things so that you can quickly look back and say, oh yes, this was about microorganisms history. And then you've got your note section here. So this section is really important. Now in this one it's very structured and typed out information, but you might take quick scratchy notes, you might draw diagrams to help you. So it's a way you can take the notes you want to take in the style that you want to do. So if you like drawing diagrams when you're listening or information, you can quickly jot down this information. It is good to have it in a structure if you can, because the other aspect is you build over here to have the questions, or not just questions though, you can also have key points here, which are very handy, and I like to break that down into points here. So you might have what the information, the notes is, and what are the key points and the vocab as well. So you can have the vocab here as well, so words that you're not sure of, you can jot them down here and then find out the information afterwards. So this is a handy section where you just put your main points that you can quickly cue column, what we call the cue column. You can quickly cue that information later. And then afterwards you summarise that information into a way, one or two sentences, so that you can quickly find that information. So when you're looking back on your notes, you just have to read the summary to see whether it's relevant for what you're doing. Then you've got your cue column here with some good questions or points that you wanted to take, or the vocab that you need to understand. And then if you need more detail, you look back into the note-taking section. So that's a very handy aspect of how to take notes, and you can do that. So if you started with a blank page or a line page, you would simply divide it into the three sections. So you draw your line down the section and a line then across, and you've got your three sections. This line you'd probably move across a little bit, and then you're simply taking notes in here. So this is your notes section, and you're taking notes. You might want to draw a diagram of an electrical circuit or something that you're studying, and so you'd be doing that diagram as you took your notes, and you would then put that information across, which was important, into the cue section or question. Is this a parallel circuit or is this a inline series circuit? Then you would summarize your information here. Of course, you'd always have the date and maybe the topic up here. So you'd summarize in 2 sentences, 2 to 3 at the most here, and your note taking would then look like this on each page, with the date and the topic. So 1 section notes, 2 section Q column, and 3 is your summary. So easily to take notes using the Cornell note taking method. Please do it every day.